So one of the trends I've been noticing on higher end websites is having candles that are in more of a bowl shape. And those can be really expensive. So I wanted to show you an option of how you could recreate that for so much less. So I picked up one of the marble bowls that they have just in the regular plate and bowl aisle at Dollar Tree. You're also going to need 2 Dollar Tree candles. I see these at most stores that I go to, so you definitely should be able to find them. I also bought a pack of candle wicks off of Amazon. I got a ton of them for a really inexpensive price. I'll link it down below for you, but these I know are gonna last me forever. So to do this task, it does get on your pots and pans. So I actually bought a really cheap pan from Walmart that I'm going to specifically use for this task because I've now done this I think 3 times. And so I want to make sure that I'm not using all of my regular pans. So I think this pan was under $5. And then I'm just going to put the 2 candles in and fill it up about halfway with water. Now you're going to want to let this boil. It's going to take probably around 20 minutes for all of the candle wax to melt. So wait until the candle wax is completely melted. With the marble bowl, I'm gonna take those candle wicks and I'm actually gonna hot glue them to the bottom of my bowl. Now one of them kind of came up, so I had to mess with it a little bit, but that's just gonna help it stay in place whenever you're pouring in your candle wax. So it just helps you to kind of not have them floating around. So this is very hot. You want to make sure that you have on hot pads, all the things. Use tongs so that you're not touching it or going anywhere near the candle wax. So once you have your hot pads on and your tongs, you're just going to pour the candle wax into the bowl. I ended up using almost both of the candles to fill up this bowl. And then what I like to do to make sure that the candle wicks stay where I want them to be is I just take some popsicle sticks and lay them over top, and then that way they'll kind of stay in place while they're drying. Now this does take a couple of hours to dry, and then from there all you have to do is cut off the top of the candle wicks and you have a really cute candle to set out in your home. I feel like it's been forever since I've actually made a tray on my channel, but when I was walking by the placemat section at Dollar Tree, I saw these white and gray placemats and I thought they'd be perfect for a tray. So I picked up a pizza pan, a cake pan, and a pie pan. I also grabbed I think 3 of the placemats, but I think I only ended up using 2. And then I also got 2 of these little gray vases. I started by painting the front and back of the pans with Waverly white chalk paint. Now, typically I would spray paint these, but it is so cold around here that it's kind of not fun to spray paint when it's so cold because then you have to bring everything inside and it's just a thing. So I decided I would just paint them with chalk paint. Now to create a template for the base of my pizza pan, I got some craft paper and I just took my fingernail and I pressed it around the edge, cut that out to create a nice template. So then I took that template, put it down on a placemat. Now it didn't cover it all the way, so I ended up having to cut a little bit of an extra piece to fit on my tray, but I cut around the placemat and cut it out. Now to glue this on, I hot glued it around the edge. Make sure when you glue these down that you put hot glue in the center as well as around the edge. So I'm going to trace around the pie pan and the cake pan, cut out my pieces and hot glue them onto the bottom of the pans. From there, it was just a really simple assembly. I'm gonna use hot glue and E6000 if you want it to be super secure with the gray vases in between each of the pans. Whenever I'm styling a tray, I like to have consistent colors. So I went with greens and whites and I just tried to grab things in that kind of color family. And I'm just laying it out on each of the tiered trays, stepping back, looking at it until I'm happy with the way it looks. What do you think, Delaney? Do you think we could make this out of the placemat?
We can try.
We're gonna have to like find some kind of glue or something to kind of get this to hold in place. Hey guys, I'm Liz and you're watching my second DIY channel where I post daily DIY videos. You may be familiar with my main channel, Liz Fenwick DIY, but I'm glad that you found me over here on my second channel. Make sure that you're subscribed so you just get notified every day when I post our daily DIY video.